Coming up in this edition, IMF projects a significant reduction in Ghana's fiscal deficit in 2023 and the next 5 years, signaling an expected strong recovery of the economy. Also, National Petroleum Authority sanctions 7 oil marketing companies 1.335 million cedis for illicit fuel distribution. Plus, businesses urged to take advantage of the enormous opportunities presented by the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council to leverage the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. These and more shortly. Grateful for your company. I am Pius Kojobaka. Let's now settle for the details. The International Monetary Fund is projecting a significant reduction in Ghana's fiscal deficit in relation to the size of the economy this year and the next 5 years. This follows a significant cut in government's expenditure and expected improvement in revenue as a result of a fund program. More in this report.
According to the October 2023 Fiscal Monitor, the overall fiscal deficit is expected to take a significant nosedive in 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, and 2028. This will put the economy in a stronger position to grow consistently high. In 2023, the fiscal deficit in relation to the total value of goods and services would be estimated at 4.6%. This is against 11.2% recorded in 2022. It is expected to fall to 4.1% in 2024 and further to 3.5% in 2025. These figures indicate that the government adopted a tight budget spending in 2023 as captured by the IMF program, which stresses more on revenue mobilization. Meanwhile, the country's primary balance will fall to 0.5% in relation to the size of the economy this year. However, the primary balance will record a surplus. This is as a result of an anticipated strong revenue growth and reduced expenditure.
A Business Desk report. Chair of the Ghana International Advisory Council of the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council has urged small and medium-scale enterprises to take advantage of the enormous opportunities presented by the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council to position themselves to leverage the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. According to Gabi Asari-Ochridako, the Council provides a better platform for Ghanaian businesses to trade and compete globally. He spoke to Joy Business ahead of the 3rd Commonwealth Trade and Investment Summit slated in November this year.
What is exciting for us is that in this era where Africa is getting together within the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, how do we seek to leverage our history, tradition, culture, and business relations with the 55 other Commonwealth countries and leverage Ghana's own position and our own vision and ambition as a country that wants to spread prosperity within, first of all, Ghana, within the continent, add value to what we produce, and find a bigger market where we can trade what we have and also receive what they can add to our economy.
That's the chair of the Ghana International Advisory Council of the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, Gabi Asari-Ochridako there. Now, the National Petroleum Authority has sanctioned 7 petroleum products marketing companies for illicit distribution of petroleum products. They include Andev Company Limited, BIP Energy, BF Petroleum and Coast Energy. More in this report.
The 7 companies are to pay fines for violating Unified Petroleum Pricing Fund regulations, engaging in third-party supplies, amongst others. The fines are estimated at 1.3 million cedis, according to the NPA. Failure by the affected companies to pay the fines will lead to a 3-month suspension of their operations. The NPA cautioned that any company that fails to comply with the approved rules and regulations stipulated by the authority would be subjected to further sanctions. The UPPF ensures that prices of petroleum products are the same across the country.
A Business Desk report. Moving on to some other stories, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Ghana Communication Technology University, Professor Robert Ebo Henson, is urging customer service professionals to identify the gap in service delivery and pursue skills that will help bridge the gap. According to him, this is necessary to help organizations increase their profitability and also build a strong customer base. He spoke to Joy Business at an international customer service summit.
So I spoke about learning behaviors at 3 levels: industry knowledge, institutional knowledge, and then your own personal knowledge that makes you a solid personal brand. When it comes to service, unfortunately, it's not one curriculum to learning new behaviors. You can have service training, but if you have weak product knowledge, you are in trouble. If you have weak industry knowledge, you are in trouble. So it's the job of human capital, working with the customer experience teams, to do a solid service capability audit.
The ECOWAS Gender Development Center is sensitizing women in cross-border trade on some new developments in trade protocols to enhance free movement within the ECOWAS region. The exercise will also afford the center understand the challenges facing women and traders in cross-border trading. Head of Planning, Research, Monitoring and Evaluation at the ECOWAS Gender Development Center, Awudu Ahmed Guma, has been explaining to Joy Business on the need for such initiative.
The frameworks are there to facilitate trade. The main challenge is the implementation. So this particular campaign is supposed to educate these women, create awareness on the existence of these texts, on the content of these texts, so that they know their rights. That when they get to the frontiers and they engage with border officials, they would know exactly what to say and what to do. So that's one objective of this campaign.
Awudu Ahmed Kuma is the head of Planning, Research, Monitoring and Evaluation at the ECOWAS Gender Development Center, speaking to Joy Business there. Now, Standard Chartered Bank Ghana PLC is leading the charge to empower girls across the country to start their own businesses after school. Now, to mark this year's International Day of the Girl Child, the bank organized a Girl Summit in Accra to empower women to be future leaders through entrepreneurship. Asiedu Adai is the head of Corporate Affairs, Brand and Marketing at Standard Chartered Bank Ghana.
Today being International Day of the Girl Child, we at Standard Chartered decided to bring a couple of hundreds of girls together to be able to inspire them. Our community engagement program, Future Makers, actually helps us to be able to empower young girls and women to help them learn, earn and grow. And as part of this community engagement initiative, and today being the International Day of the Girl Child, we decided to bring these girls from 5 different schools together.
Asiedu Adai is head of Corporate Affairs, Brand and Marketing at Standard Chartered Ghana there. You're still listening to the Joy Business Report. Raw ginger production in Ghana increased from 65.73 tons in 2002 to 94.72 tons in 2021, growing at an average annual rate of 1.98%. But production is faced with a myriad of challenges, including degrading soil, fertility, and post-harvest losses. In this week's episode of The Food Chain, Emmanuel Bright Kweku speaks with ginger farmers at Nkanwie District in the Ashanti region and experts at the Soil Research Institute on improving ginger production.
Farmers at Mpatuom of the Ashanti region harvesting raw ginger for sale and processing. This is a livelihood they inherited from their ancestors. Patrick Bricrine has been in the ginger farming business for over 2 decades now, a venture that has catered for his family.
I can do food and over 25 years.
The ginger originated from Twanse and later spread to Jankoba and Hudiem. We grew up to see our forefathers in ginger farming. The farming is lucrative.
The Achimangwa-Bieja district is one of the largest producers of ginger in the country. Regina Sulemana supervises over 50 ginger farmers at Mpatuom and adjoining communities.
A1 could serve Ginger Farmers Association. Now we have, the little I have is we are only ginger farmers. The reason why I do the association, people who have completed school, they are dead, they are not doing anything. They can come and we educate them what ginger can do. So I decided to get a land by myself to plant the ginger and processing it. Like here, like this, I can produce even more than 1,000 bags from here.
In spite of the lucrativeness of ginger farming, farmers here are faced with the challenge of degrading soil fertility. In recent years, ginger farmers at Amanchia, Jankoba, and its adjoining communities have had to abandon cultivated farmlands to new sites for ginger planting.
We cannot use the same land for the plantation of ginger next year unless we move to another area. We don't know the reason, so it has become necessary for us to move to another place.
We sought some answers from the Ghana Soil Information Center at the Soil Research Institute of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research.
So in Ashanti region, for instance, the soils are getting more and more acidic, and then generally phosphorus, especially phosphorus levels are very low because the soils don't have these natural mineral, like the natural minerals that will release phosphorus, like the apatites, because the soils are highly weathered to the maximum level.
And that's it for the Joy Business Report. Before we go, the EcoBank salary account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank salary account, you are guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account plus many more. EcoBank salary account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 cedis, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, ability to save through the EcoBank Save as you spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing accounts to enjoy the enormous benefits of the EcoBank salary account. Just ask your branch or switch your existing account to the EcoBank salary account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank salary account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. Call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003 225 whenever, wherever for further details. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ignition is next. Do enjoy. I am Pius Kojobaka. Pleasure serving you.